2.7.2 of Revolution if you want, because all of these reserved words, functions, and features were in Revolution 2.7.2. I don't believe they've changed since then because they've just always worked. I'm going to look a little further into the script now because we're going to start looking for the application browser where these complex or weird-looking scripts go. And in this whole system here, part of what we're doing here is logging and data checking. And this is where you would modify the script to suit your purposes. In one case, we see here open datagram socket and write. So this is the operative word, open datagram socket. And now I'm going to highlight this to show you that we're using UDP. And what you won't find in the code is the word UDP. The little trick here to remember is that when we say open datagram socket, that's UDP. We're opening it for that protocol. If we leave out the word datagram and just say open socket, then that's TCP. In order to send a message or send a block of data, which is just text, we use the term write, and we've put reply together to be what we want to send. And we have some more information here. Sorry, I just went a little too low there. You can't read that. So what we're really doing here is saying we have a block of text. We want to write that text to socket, and we've defined it as the host port, which is where we got the information from. So we're replying to wherever we received the information. And host port, the host part is the IP address and the port is the port number. So we received that from the other system, and we're just sending something back using the write command to socket, and then wherever the destination was, the source was, which is now our destination. You'll note here that we don't bother closing the port right after we do this because in this case it's not really necessary because we close ports later on if we need to. So all we have to do is open and write, and off it goes. The information above this was for error checking and to find out what to put into a result. If we have a server, that means we're listening. So now I'm going to go to the details of the code and the steps you would do to make this. Now, can everyone still hear me and see the screen well enough? I don't see the chat window updating at the moment. Have I lost my chat connection? Ah, okay. Quiet is good sometimes. Okay. So how do we get this process started for a server to listen? What is the code? What are the pieces? And the code really is, we want to, and let me ask this question. Is this font large enough for people to see, or should I try to make it a little bit larger? I'm going to assume it's okay. Some of the comments that are in here are going to help you because it's the idea that you need to add your own comments. I believe that when you're doing this, these concepts are weird enough that you need to put it into your own language. And I've tried to explain this to different people and they go, now I don't quite get the combination. And that's the key. It's like a chess game. All of these pieces, when put together right, work. And in networking, one of the biggest frustrations, no matter how good you get at it, is that when things fail, there's no evidence. Now,